I have been absolutely loving recent releases by Linkin Park, but I thought it was about time that I went back and listened to Chester.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending.
The support is really nice.
I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
He's like giving.
I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall.
That grit.
Confusing what is real. Discomfort in this.
He just hits you, doesn't he? He has such a unique voice, and you can hear it's instantly him. Why is that? I think it's this unique slight nasality and real forward placement. It's so direct. It probably is very similar to his speaking voice and his accent, but when he wants those big notes, he opens it up and it's just gorgeous and flowing and very, very technically proficient. Yet he brings it back and then allows the cracks, the breaks, the vulnerability in there, the humanity to be in there, and we lose that a lot in music these days. I want to go back to that big moment because so it's really focused on in.
I felt this way before, so insecure.
That. He's singing on the consonants and then insecure. Secure. He really sings on that vowel and opens up everything. I was saying to one of my students today, it's almost as if the inside of your mouth becomes a TARDIS. If you don't know Doctor Who, it's a spaceship where the inside is bigger than the outside. I can hear that open space and that allows the sound to resonate and that big wobbly vibrato comes out, and yet he also has that feeling of cry in there. So it's so emotional and so surprising after that very, very narrow sound earlier on. And he kind of balances it here.
These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall. Confusing what is real. Discomfort in this thing has pulled itself upon me. Distracting, reacting. Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again.
When, I can't help but remember that he isn't here anymore, and when you're watching this, the music industry seems so glamorous and wonderful, but we know that there was a lot that went on, especially during this era. I spoke recently with a sociologist who studied this, and the suicide rates are way higher for musicians and singers and artists than the general population. It's 20% higher in men and 69% higher in females. Through his work, he doesn't believe that it's down to an artist's nature or anything like that, but more down to the work environment and how we perceive the work and our feelings around success and fame.
I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. I felt this way before, so insecure.
That vibrato there is like the echoes of crying when your voice is about to break. Earlier it felt actually a bit more secure. I just love this line between the C with the distortion and then that open space. It's beautiful singing and it's emotional singing at its best.
Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. Fear is how I go, confusing what is real. Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. Fear is how I go, confusing what is real.
I always find these ones really difficult because I don't want to dig so much into the vocals when there's so much emotion behind it. And as much as he was technically beautiful, I think the real beauty comes from the emotion and his connection with others.
Rawr.